Hello, you are watching Shalom World News. I'm Rory McLennan coming to you from Glasgow, Scotland. Here are the latest headlines from around the world. Pope Francis has yet again strongly condemned war, saying that each conflict represents a defeat for everyone. Speaking after his customary Sunday Angelus, the pontiff said, "We need to reject war, a place of death where fathers and mothers bury their children, where men kill their brothers and sisters without even having seen them, where the powerful decide and the poor die." The Holy Father's statement comes as the conflict in Ukraine enters its second month. Addressing the gathering, the Pope said war wreaks havoc on the future of society. He also warned that before the world moves towards self-annihilation, mankind must realise that the time has come to do away with war and erase it from human history. His Holiness also appealed to all political leaders to reflect on his words. The Holy Father has dispatched his almoner Cardinal Konrad Krajewski to war-torn Ukraine with aid for the second time. This time the Polish Cardinal took with him an ambulance donated and personally blessed by Pope Francis himself. The ambulance was blessed on Saturday morning before being sent to Ukraine to ferry the wounded and sick civilians from conflict zones. The Cardinal will hand over the vehicle to the city authorities of Lviv, which is a Catholic stronghold in the country. Before embarking for Ukraine, the papal almoner told Vatican media that he had sought the protection of Our Lady of Fatima over Ukraine, which is ravaged by the war. He said he would go with a heart full of hope. On Sunday, March the 27th, the Spanish capital Madrid witnessed thousands of pro-life supporters taking part in the Yes to Life rally and denouncing abortion and euthanasia. As many as 9,000 people, both young and old, including many families, took part in the march that began at the Calle Cerrado and went all the way to Plaza Cibeles. A minute's silence was observed in memory of aborted babies and people who were euthanized. Organisers of the event, Grace Villarreal and Diego de Julian, explained the different interventions they have made. On the occasion, Dr. Manuel Martinez Celes, president of the Official College of Physicians in Madrid, said the Code of Ethics of Doctors reiterates that the lives of patients have to be saved at any cost. On Saturday, March the 26th, the Latin American nation of Argentina also witnessed tens of thousands of people taking part in the 7th edition of the annual March for Life, seeking the repeal of the 2020 abortion law. Similarly, in the Peruvian city of Arequipa, there was a great parade for life featuring more than 2,000 vehicles proclaiming the sanctity of life at all stages. Meanwhile, in the US, Senator Marco Rubio and 5 colleagues have introduced legislation seeking the reauthorization of the bipartisan United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, or USCIRF. In a statement, Rubio said freedom of religion is a God-given right afforded to all individuals. He said the nation is blessed to have a constitution that protects this right and a proud tradition of defending this principle since its founding. In his statement, the senator pointed out the plight of Christians in Nigeria, Cuba and Nicaragua, and the persecution of Uyghur Muslims and Tibetan Buddhists in China. The other senators supporting the bill include Bob Menendez, Jim Risch, Dick Durbin, James Lankford and Chris Coons. Senator Durbin said in the statement that the US has a tradition of upholding religious freedom abroad, and the USCIRF advises Congress and the executive branch about how to ensure the protection of religious freedom. He added that Washington must do more to address the issue. Amid the oppression of the church in Myanmar as the conflict between government troops and armed ethnic militia outfits intensifies, it is still being blessed with young vocations. Recently, as many as 13 young deacons were ordained priests in St Mary's Cathedral in the capital Yangon. Cardinal Charles Bo ordained the young men hailing from the dioceses of Yangon, Phayai and Patine. 3 of the new priests belong to the Society of Jesus and 2 belong to the Friars Minor. The rest are diocesan clergy. In his homily, the Cardinal said that Myanmar is walking the way of the cross. He added that priests stand before the altars and generously offer their lives for the church and for the nation, as the Catholic priesthood consists in serving, not in showing authority. It appears that the Nigerian state of Kaduna has become the epicenter of abductions by armed gangs and violence against Christians. In the latest incident, 50 people, including a Catholic priest, were kidnapped following an attack on the Guma local government area in the state by armed bandits. Father Felix Zakari Fidson was abducted on Thursday, March the 24th. A statement signed by the Chancellor of the Diocese of Zaria, Father Patrick O'Day, says that Father Fidson was kidnapped soon after he left his residence at St Anne's Zangotama to visit the diocesan headquarters. In the statement, the Chancellor also urged people of goodwill to pray for the safe release of all hostages, including the priest. During the attack, the bandits demolished Father Fidson's church. Earlier on March the 8th, another Catholic priest, Father Joseph Akete Bako of St John's Parish in Kudenda in Kaduna, was abducted, with the priest not yet being released. The church has repeatedly condemned the abductions and killings that are taking place. A Pakistani Roman Catholic has been posthumously awarded one of the nation's highest civilian honours for his brave advocacy against child labour. President Arif Alvi awarded the Sitara-e-Shujat Award for Bravery to Iqbal Masih in the capital city of Islamabad last week. Masih, who was sold into slavery at the age of 4 to carpet makers by his father, escaped when he was 10 years old. He joined the Bonded Labour Liberation Front and became an activist. He was able to expose bonded child labour in the carpet industry and was instrumental in releasing some 3,000 children from slavery, earning the ire of the carpet mafia. He was fatally gunned down on Easter Sunday of April 1995 while he was visiting relatives in a village near Muridke, which is 350 kilometres southeast of Islamabad. It was only in 2020 that the Muslim-majority nation prohibited child labour by amending the law and making it illegal for children under 18 to work in factories. In Northern Ireland, the Legislative Assembly has passed a private member's bill that prohibits pro-life supporters from gathering in safe zones in front of abortion facilities. The private member's bill, brought by Green Party leader Claire Bailey, was passed by 55 votes to 29 on Thursday, March the 24th. In a last-ditch attempt to prevent the bill from being passed, pro-life activists had campaigned intensely to get the support of a 30th lawmaker. That effort ended in failure. Had they got the support of another Legislative Assembly member, there was a chance of blocking the legislation with a petition of concern that mandates having 30 signatures. Meanwhile, pro-life outfit Precious Life has stated they will go ahead with a legal challenge as the new bill denies the right to freedom of assembly and expression. And those are your latest headlines. Do join us again tomorrow. In the meantime, you can visit swnews.org for more updates. Shalom.